Hello everyone. So in this video, let us continue our video series on a failed Jira consultation. Now this video is probably not applicable to those people who are working in a full-time employment. So if you're a Jira admin who is working for a company as a full-time employee, then this video might not be super relevant for you. Maybe it will be, but this video is more focused on those people who are actually doing some freelancing, or maybe if you are doing contracting, or you're getting paid based on the work that you do. Now, when it comes to Jira consultation, we of course work with our clients in variety of models, right? And when it comes to these models, I'll give you some examples. Usually we prefer working with clients where there is some long-term engagement, because when it comes to Jira consultation, the output or the outcome is usually not really short-term. It is basically a long-term outcome. Basically, we want people to succeed. We want people to deliver. We want people to get the most out of a tool like Jira. So Jira is of course just a tool, but when we work with our clients, we of course solve the problems. We help them use the tool, Jira in this case, effectively of course, but usually we have to stay with them for a while, right? And it could be maybe for a few months, it could be maybe an ongoing engagement. For example, right now in our company, Swaxis, we have some long-term clients, and basically we are part of their teams. And whether we work with them for 2 hours every day, or maybe for 30 hours in a month, that is of course not really relevant. The important part is that we are actually there with them on an ongoing basis. So basically we are part of their journey, and I've seen this many times, because I've been doing it for 20 plus years, like pure consultation. Now sometimes people do ask me, Ravi, we need your help for doing something very small, very short. And when it comes to writing a script, although writing a script, let us say in a script runner, it has its own challenges. For example, if you ask me, Ravi, we have a requirement to do this automation in Jira, and these are our requirements. So of course we can write a script for you. And in some cases, writing a script like one time will work. But because writing a script is nothing but an automation, you develop something, so you need to of course maintain it. You need someone to from time to time change it, because you need to of course change the scripts based on, let us say, new Jira, Java APIs, or maybe based on changing requirements or business requirements. But when it comes to doing normal consultation, we have to of course be with our client throughout. And in those cases, doing something short term usually doesn't work. For example, I have worked with few clients in the past where they just ask me to do something very small, right? It could be building some automations, or it could be setting up their project, or it could be doing some kind of like fill in the gaps. Basically in Jira, if you are new to Jira, you need to know what apps you can use, what kind of reports you can build. So definitely those things will solve the problem, but only for short term, right? Because if you tell them, let us say there's a client who is trying to use Jira, but they're not really sure how to create some reports. Of course, we can tell them that you can use an app, or you can basically do some reporting outside Jira. But when it comes to the actual problems or the outcomes that they are trying to solve, we in that case, as a short-term consultant, we don't really add a lot of value, because all we are telling them that yes, you can create this dynamic report or a dashboard using this app, but we don't really know how they're using the tool. We don't really know whether they even need this report. And I can give you plenty of examples where people think that they need something in Jira, but in most cases, that feature or that functionality or that customization is not really relevant. And in these cases, of course, sometimes, because I'm talking about failure, sometimes this can lead to not really an expected outcome. For example, if we are working with a client where they have just hired us for a small thing that they want us to do, and usually in these cases, unfortunately, clients prefer these engagements to be on a fixed cost basis. So this is of course a problem. Usually when we do Jira consultation, as I mentioned before, we prefer doing, or we prefer those engagements where we are involved for a long time, because when you're involved for a long time, of course you will be solving problems, like short-term problems, but at the same time you're also looking at the big picture. And in these cases, we of course ensure that teams are able to do what they are trying to do, right, with a tool like Jira. And usually, I think I did mention this in one of my recent videos where I talked about budget. And this video is of course definitely connected to the other video where I talked about companies and their budget. So if you're trying to use a tool like Jira, or if you're trying to use it effectively, then don't really hire someone for short term. Don't really hire like a temporary resource. Either you should have someone full time in your in your organization, in your team, who is basically not only doing Jira support, but also they are responsible for rolling out Jira. They are also responsible for owning Jira. And of course, it could be someone in-house, it could be someone external like an agency or a consultancy firm like my company. But all I wanted to talk about in this video is that if you only focus on short-term solutions, then those short-term solutions, you might think that, okay, I have built this automation in Jira and okay, I'm now happy. But usually you will not be able to get the most out of your Jira setup, your Jira installation, or whatever. I mean, if you're using Jira Cloud, of course, your Jira instance in that case, of course. So what I'm trying to say in this video is that the short-term engagements are not always effective, number one. Number two, you should hire someone full-time, or you should outsource your Jira admin work or Jira rollout work to someone expert, or maybe a company. It could be a Atlassian partner company. It could be my company, who is not really an Atlassian partner, and we can actually give you honest opinion about, not really an opinion, but honest solution, I should say, because we don't really sell when we work with you, or when a company like me works with you or your organization, we actually want you to succeed and solve your problems and of course deliver. We don't really care about how you do it. It could be using a tool like Jira, or it could be using no tool at all, or any other tool. But it's more about the end goal rather than the tool itself. So so basically, failed Jira implementation and hiring someone for short term, hiring someone for a fixed cost basis, because you will definitely find someone who can maybe you can hire you can always pay someone, let us say $5,000, right? And you will think that, okay, they will come and they will do some magic in Jira and then you're done forever. That is not how things are. If you want your Jira rollout to be a success, then you need to of course spend money. You need to have a budget for that, but you will of course get value out of that. And don't really hire someone for just few months or few days or maybe few hours. All right, that is it. That is all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much. Bye bye.